The manslaughter trial of Michael Jackson's doctor is about to begin. The jurors were sworn in yesterday, more than 2 years after Jackson was found dead. Opening statements are scheduled to begin on Tuesday. CBS News correspondent Bill Whitaker has more.
This is it. That's not only the name of Michael Jackson's concert documentary, it's also what fans and Jackson family members are saying now that the trial of Dr. Conrad Murray has begun. This is it. The time for justice has finally arrived.
Dr. Murray.
Dr. Murray is charged with involuntary manslaughter, facing a possible 4 years in prison for giving Jackson a fatal dose of the anesthetic drug propofol.
Can you look up at me for one shot?
Michael's brother Jermaine has mixed emotions about the trial.
The family we're being strong. We're hoping that we get not closure, but get some answers to a lot of questions that we've had.
Observers say the prosecution has a strong case. They'll argue that the propofol was being used by Dr. Murray as an at-home sleeping aid when it's only approved for use as a hospital anesthetic.
And when I say this is it really means this is it.
But Dr. Murray's defense team is reportedly planning to introduce this tour announcement into evidence as proof that Michael Jackson was weak and in poor health. They will argue he administered the fatal dose of propofol himself, hoping to convince the jury that Jackson was drug-dependent and depressed.
They'll come close to the issue of indicating that Michael Jackson may even have committed suicide.
The case is expected to last between 3 and 5 weeks, and the jury will not be sequestered. Bill Whitaker, CBS News, Los Angeles.
And joining us now from our Los Angeles bureau is Michael Jackson biographer J. Randy Taraborelli. He's the author of Michael Jackson, The Magic, the Madness, the Whole Story, 1958 to 2009. Hey, Randy, good morning.
Good morning, Russ. How you doing?
I'm doing just fine. As we just heard Bill Whitaker say, Jermaine Jackson's been on TV a lot this week saying the family wants justice. He really won't go any farther than that. You know the family. How important is it to the Jacksons that Dr. Murray be found guilty?
Oh, you know, it's very important, Russ, you know, but the big question here is at what cost to Michael Jackson's reputation and to his legacy. Justice is very important and closure is very important, but nobody wants to see a character assassination of Michael Jackson, and that's something that the family, the fan community, and the estate is very concerned about where this trial is concerned.
Yeah, the defense is going to be pretty brutal. The early word is, how brutal do you think the defense is going to get when it comes to this trial?
Well, look, I think that you're looking at a very desperate defense. If they're planning to show the film of Michael Jackson's press conference to demonstrate that he was depressed, Michael Jackson looks very healthy in that film. I mean, anybody who has seen that film will tell you that he looks like he was very capable and very ready for that tour. So that just shows you that there is a lot of desperation here. You know, the fact of the matter is that Michael Jackson, though, is not on trial. It doesn't make any difference what Michael Jackson's state of mind was. It doesn't make any difference what Michael's history was, what his personal problems were at the time of his death. He's not on trial. Conrad Murray is on trial, and that's really what I think that the judge has made a very strong decision to focus on in this trial.
You knew Michael Jackson well. Do you think there's any merit to the claims by some that perhaps Michael Jackson committed suicide?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. There's just no indication of that. Anybody who knew Michael Jackson well, as I did, knows that he had such love for his children and for his family that he just never would have done such a thing. And you know, and that's the kind of claim that people who are watching this trial who cared about Michael Jackson are concerned about having made in court of law.
How is the Jackson family doing without Michael?
Well, you know, I can't really speak for the family, but I can tell you that people that I know in the family have told me that that they're doing fairly well. The kids are doing very well. They're in school. Paris is in acting classes. You know, they take karate lessons. Prince is overseas right now, in fact, representing one of Michael Jackson's charities. So, you know, so they're pulling together and they're doing the best they can. But nobody wants to see their father, dragged into another controversy.
Okay, J. Randy Taraborelli, it's always nice to talk to you. We thank you so much.
You too, my friend. Thank you.
All right, you take care.